Hello, today I'm going to be showing you a simple automated dimensional mineshaft setup that you can do for your occultism or generation needs. I'm going to keep this simple. I've got two methods to do it. Well, one main method to extract the your miner, and then two ways to repair it. Two of the ways I have access to in the mod pack Graftoria. So to set up initially, right, you're gonna have some type of storage and some type of pipe way to get to it. So the input slot here is accessed from the top, and everything else is accessed from the bottom. So ensure that when you set this up, you're not accidentally pulling like from the top, or else you'll pull out the ancient miner or whatever miner you have. In this case, I'm gonna set this up to pull items out. I'm gonna throw in these here, so just make sure that it takes them out quickly. Now that we have set this up, we'll have our miner, and in this case I've got efficiency, unbreaking, and mending. These are the three main enchants you want on it. Efficiency makes it go faster, unbreaking makes it last longer, the durability, and mending is what's going to allow us to repair it easily. Now there is a repairing ritual that you can use, but why do that when you have access to mending? Right. So we're going to set up I'm going to set up a modular router. This is going to be the main thing, and puller modules. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this puller module to the top, right? So that means it's going to access this. But now what we need to do is we need to make sure that it only pulls it out when it's at a certain durability. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in inspection filter, durability less than or equal to, and let's do 25. This will be 25%, not 25 durability. And we're going to match any, that's okay. And we're going to right click it, make sure it's in there. Then we're going to take this puller module, we're going to go into it, and we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to put this in here. We're going to whitelist to match all, and I think we can disable that, and everything else is fine. So now make sure that it all is out like that. So what it's going to do is it's going to try to match for these two. So it's going to look for just for the miner specifically, and then it's going to look for durability under 25, and it will constantly do that. So pretty much when the durability reduces under 25%, right, it will take it out. And then we need ways to repair it. So there's two main ways. I'm going to show you one way, and I'll show you another way on the side. So this way, what we're going to do is we're going to put a pedestal here, and then we're going to use a center module, and we can do the underside, that's okay. And what I'm going to do is inside of this module, I'm going to put the exact same thing, and this, and I'm going to set it to the same thing, purely so if it skips over or there's a little bit of lag, it will always make sure to send the right thing to there. Okay, and then nearby you're going to need another pedestal with a hero's medallion in it, like this, right? So now all you have to do is pump experience into the pedestal, liquid experience. So I'm going to do this, and this will start filling up, as you can see, right? So here's an example of a damaged one, and if I put that in there and I enable that, yep, it is repairing. Slowly, but it's repairing. Right. Now, that will go slow. You can add more of these all the way around. So, let's say I have multiple. We'll do this just for demonstration purposes, so it doesn't take forever. But you obviously don't need this many. Especially if you could set up a system where it cycles two different miners, so it doesn't take too long for one to get repaired up. But let's, oh, come on. Oh, I want these all turn on. I've got no clue how to work these. Oh, there we are. So now it should be going way quicker, right? Now, we need some way to take it out and put it back in. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab another polar module. And in this one, we're going to get a different inspection filter. And we're going to look for durability greater than or equal to, let's say 95%. To make sure that it's has high durability, but we don't want to, we want to make sure that if there's some bug, we don't want to have it be 100%, like look for 100%, and maybe it's bugged and it won't actually reach 100% due to lag or some other in-game bug. So give a little bit of tolerance, a little bit of room, so make sure that's there. Do a polar module, enter that in, whitelist, match all, make sure it is set properly. We're going to select the bottom of that, and let's see, that's already full, so let's see if it works. Yep, look at that. And then we're going to go and we're going to do a center module, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Durability high, place that in there, whitelist, match all, right, place that down there, place that there, and that should send it down there, and it will start going. Now, what I can do is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this with a low durability one, so you see what happens. Place your low durability one in, takes it out, puts it up here, repairs it, and then you saw it get brought back down. This is all. So you can have multiple of these dimensional mineshafts right next to each other, like this, very simply, and then copy the exact same thing on here, but for all like, let's say 9 now. Make sure they're all extracting from the bottom, and you can either dedicate only one, because it will take some time to go through this. It will take way less time for it to repair than it will for it to actually go through one. See, it's going to take a really long time, and that was relatively quick. Or if you have access to something called soul surging. Soul surging is here from Industrial 4 going souls. You can soul surge these pedestals here with the hero's medallion to speed up the repairing. Another option that there is using Create Enchantment Industry. Right, so this is another possible option if you'd like to use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this down, a spout, and then we need a tank, a pipe to fill up the tank, doesn't matter, and the enchantment industry experience. And so when you place this on there, it will repair it. The only problem is it does not repair it all the way. So in this case, looks like it repaired 2000 durability. So in this case, if you were to use enchantment industry here, you could do the exact same thing to an extent. Right, you would have to make the sender module, put it at one end, like this end here, and then the polar module to come from the other end. But then also, for these inspection filters, I would set the durability to less than or equal to 50% to make sure that it pulls it out before it reaches to something too low that this won't be able to repair all at once. And I mean, you could leave it low and then have it bring back in, not for full durability, but it's a little nicer to make sure it's full durability always, or higher. But that's how you would do, that's how you would automate your dimensional mineshafts, very simply. And that's that. Thank you for watching.